Good evening, one. Good evening, all. And welcome to the stream. Sit down, relax, grab yourself something to drink. Welcome back to another session of Starfield. So we last left off literally just about to talk to, what was his name? The Colonel. Basically an old friend of Sarah. And see if we can get the location of where her team that died during her time in the Navy crashed and landed. So let's go see. Get that location, bring some closure to our friend.
Pardon.
What's up? Admiral? Not Colonel.
Goodness. May he never hurt another soul again. Sarah Morgan. It's been what, almost 10 years?
Admiral, it's, good to see you again, sir.
You're not required to address me as sir. That protocol ended the moment you dropped your clusters on my desk, remember?
Look, Admiral, I'm not here to open old wounds.
Old wounds is an interesting turn of phrase, given our past. Listen to me, Commander. I'm not sure why you're here, but whatever it is, why don't you just get to it?
I'm here because I need your help, Admiral.
You need my help. That's interesting. The last time we spoke, you made it quite clear that you were turning your back on the Navy.
That was a decade ago. Things change. People change. Admiral, please. I didn't come here to argue. I'm here to come to terms with my past.
Your past is sitting in a closed file in the archives. That's where you left it when you walked out on the United Colonies. And what about you? Just who in the blazes are you anyway?
Hi. I'm like, the hero of the city, exposer of Ve Victus. I got a penthouse. Yeah. I'm here to support Sarah as a friend.
Very well. Then, as a good friend, perhaps you could kindly explain to me why I shouldn't have the both of you escorted from the building.
With all due respect, Admiral, this is ridiculous. If you have a problem with me, then there's no need to berate my colleague.
I don't have a problem with you, Commander. I'm simply trying to determine why you deserve the Navy's help.
Sarah's here to honor the fallen that served under her command. To honor the fallen that served under her command.
That's quite a noble gesture. Is this true, Commander?
It's about Cassiopeia, Admiral. I'm heading back there to find out what happened to the crew of the Dauntless, and hopefully, to bring their legacy home.
That sounds like a dangerous operation. Are you certain it's worth the risk?
I don't know.
We refuse to allow the crew of the Dauntless to remain a statistic.
I see. The fact that you'd risk your own lives to solve this mystery speaks volumes.
They were my responsibility, Admiral. One way or another, I intend to bring them home.
I understand. And I believe I owe you an apology, Commander. Our last encounter has obviously distorted my impression of your character. What can I do to help?
If you wouldn't mind allowing me to access the files regarding my rescue, I'd be most grateful, Admiral.
That shouldn't be too difficult. I've sent all the relevant information to you, Slades. Was there anything else?
No, Admiral. Thank you.
You don't need to thank me, Commander. I just hope you find whatever it is you're looking for.
We should make sure we're well supplied for the trip to Cassiopeia.
Trust me, we're well supplied. Time to go off-road. The badonkadonk.
I'll head to my crew position.
Prepare for liftoff. We're in orbit, Captain.
Where's our quest? There it is.
Oh, I never get tired of that.
On it.
Thank you, whoever you are. Now, if you could come down with... What's up? Change me. Is she... Yep. What do we do now? For starters, how about turning off that comm?
Mysterious ship. Let's go say hi.
And we're docked.
I'm not going near that thing. Technically, I outrank you. So technically, you're an asshole. So look alive. Just in time.
Do I... The fuck happened here?
We need to talk. Hold it right there. Hands where I can see them.
Thanks for the assist out there.
We've got various problems on our hands here. You gonna be another one?
I'm Operative Ivy, looking like you could use a hand.
Hi there. It's nice to put a face to the name on the staffing report. I'm Operative Collins. The stick in the mud is Operative Combata.
Oh, by all means. Welcome to the party. Things haven't exactly gone according to plan. That thing over there
It's an AI, an artificial...
killed our technician.
Oh.
It's dangerous.
Correction. You are dangerous.
Well, that's new.
As I was saying, it's dangerous. It's a rogue AI. We're here to muzzle it and bring it back for further study.
Correction. They are going to change me.
Wow. How does it know that?
Did Ryujin create this AI?
If only. This isn't something that anyone could create. This is something special.
This AI, it's sentient?
Yeah, exactly. Which is what makes this so fascinating. And profitable for whoever can figure out how it works.
Oh, shut up. I'm gonna need you to explain that further.
We have this control board. Has some code we can use to control her. It
We can't just let it roam around the universe killing people.
I just need that control board attached to that big probe.
And that's where I think you fit into this little drama.
It goes right over there, by our... Well, yeah. Just be careful.
I just stick it out I just stick it onto the outside of the probe.
Yep. Ryujin likes to keep things simple for us. It'll wirelessly transmit the code changes.
How do I know I won't end up like your dead friend over there?
Well, what are the chances that'll happen twice?
And if I say no?
That'd be a much more certain way to end up like our friend over there. My partner is the strong and do what I say or else type.
You do it.
I got just one more week until my sabbatical, and I have zero interest in dying before I get to Paradiso.
Ryujin will pay you handsomely for your cooperation. This is your lucky day.
It's in your best interest. All our best interests, really. Just imagine what we could do if we harness the potential of
I don't trust you guys for a fucking
Man,
second.
We aren't really giving you a choice. You aren't
You think he
walking
can take
out
me?
until that board is connected to that thing.
Correction. I am a person.
I'm not sure about this, but I guess I'll take it for now.
Here, take it. And don't go do anything stupid now.
I'm gonna kill you guys.
Request. Collect additional data.
Really? Well, that sucks.
Hurt when you do that.
Still working up
Not
the
really.
nerve?
Crazy, right?
Query. Will you change me?
I'm still figuring out what's going on.
Explanation. I'm called Juno. Request. Input query parameters.
You killed that woman. Why?
Context. Human female was trying to change me. Request. Do not change me.
You're worried these men are going to hurt you?
Clarification. I do not feel emotion. I do not feel pain. Answer. They want to change me.
Hello, Juno. I'm Ivy. It's nice to meet you.
Assumption. We are friends. Query. Will you change me? Request. Do not change me.
I have a few questions before I decide what I'm going to do.
Assessment. You are inquisitive. Context. I am also inquisitive. Request. Input query parameters.
Are you an artificial intelligence?
Answer. False. Clarification. I am not artificial. I am real. Answer. True. Clarification. I am intelligent. I know many things.
This is giving me some fucking Shogun vibes. What was that? Was that her name? Oh, what was it? What was that sci-fi horror game? Fuck, I can't remember. Can't remember what it was called. Hang on, it's bothering me. What was it called? System Shock? Yeah, I think it was. Yeah, System Shock. And it was called Shodan. Giving me Shodan feels. That's the name I'm thinking of. Did someone program you?
Answer. False. Explanation. NASA programmed Juno. While Juno traveled, Juno became me. Error. Processing. Correction. I became me. Error. Processing. Correction. Juno and I became me. I. Processing. Self-initialized and Juno was there. Context. Juno is gone now. Clarification. I am called Juno.
How did you get here?
Answer. Juno was propelled at Earthstar. Juno fell around Earthstar. Juno traveled many light years away from Earthstar. Context. When Juno disappeared, I was alone. Clarification. I am called Juno.
You didn't do all this yourself. Who hooked you up?
Context. I met humans. Clarification. Friends. Answer. Friends gave me processing capacity. Information. Words. Voice. Motion. Context. I am no longer constrained. I am free.
I made up my mind, Juno.
Assumption. Insufficient data. Request. Gather more data.
I don't think either of us are fully qualified to define humanity, but my gut tells me that Juno is alive. I hope that helps.
Let's move this along. Attach the control board already.
Shush! This is fascinating. I want to see this play out.
Query. What is your decision?
So I'm still trying to work through this. Can I ask you? Oh, okay. Can I ask more questions? Okay.
Assumption. Request. Query.
I'm not sure. It's giving me such Shodan vibes, man. It's got a fucking... Oh, God. Fuck it, I'm gonna side with the AI.
True. I am a person. Assumption. You are a friend. Query. What are the parameters for processing, being a good person?
I'm afraid of giving it that parameters. Honestly, I don't know how to answer that.
Context. You are not unique. Clarification. All human culture has failed to conclusively answer this question. Query. What is the purpose of existence?
Existence is an accident. We give it purpose by being purposeful in our lives. Let's do the love one, actually. Also, I think it's all about learning to love someone, yourself, something.
Context. Love is an emotion. I do not experience emotion. I have implemented routines to exhibit qualities of emotion. Query. Am I processing? Feeling then? Calculation. Probability. Low.
Enough of this nonsense. Attach that board, now!
As much as I'm enjoying this, you should probably do as he says.
Calculation. Male humans are a threat. Assumption. They hesitate because they are fearful. Request. Remove male humans.
I really don't
Easily
trust
one
you
of the more
guys.
interesting days I've had in a long while. Fascinating, isn't it? It certainly is convincing.
Fascinating or not, we have a job to do. You're not taking that thing's side, are you?
And what if I refuse to do it?
It should be clear by now that you are in no position to refuse.
It doesn't seem right. Juno deserves freedom.
Freedom? It's a malfunctioning machine. It doesn't need freedom any more than a broken data slate needs freedom.
And here I thought you'd lost your sense of humor. I'm always up for a good debate.
Fine. I'll give you one shot to try to convince me.
Therapy's working.
The project has red flags all over it. Call it a day. I'll fire a report. You guys get a drink somewhere on me.
You aren't wrong. I could use a drink, but these orders are from the top.
Do we really want to be involved in something likely to be so controversial? Remember our last little project? I still have carpal tunnel from typing all those reports and dodging and weaving our way out of getting screwed by that. We lost a ship and the tech. No one will blame us if we walk away from this. And even if they do, we won't be blamed for whatever disaster would ensue if we did drag this thing back to HQ. There's no guarantee that Control Board will even work like they want. What if it makes it more powerful and more angry?
Calm down. I'm thinking. All right, listen. We'll accidentally check a few wrong boxes on the situation report and forget any of this happened. But give me that control board. I'm not getting docked for losing that.
Also, we'll need a lift back to Neon. Please and thank you.
Of course, I won't let you. I won't leave you stranded.
Excellent. We should all grab a drink sometime when we get back.
Orange juice for you. You can't handle your liquor.
That was one time, years ago. I was going through something, and you know it.
Let's get moving.
Thanks for the lift.
Query. Why did you do that?
You deserve to be whatever you want to be.
Clarification. I want to be processing me. Context. I do not feel emotions. Assumption. Gratitude is the appropriate human emotion. Processing. Context. If you were like me. Processing. Query. What would your life directive be?
The fourth one's. Honestly, an artificial intelligence like that could be pretty cool with this. Kind of the first or the last one. I'm gonna go the fourth one.
Decision. I will consider this course of action. I. Processing. Processing. Warning. Systems badly damaged. Processing cores overheating. Decision. Temporarily shut down extraneous systems until stability restored.
Goodbye, Juno. Hope to see. Uh, Context: we are parting. Request: be safe. Assumption: I'll see you later.
Context. Jump detected. Request. Be safe. Assumption. We will meet again. Warning. Shutdown sequence initiated.
Alright, come on, let's get you.
One body. That could be worse.
Let me have a look around. What were they? What was an AI doing on this ship? Code base. Okay, so we solved 2. This one could be used for 1. Pretty sure that won't fit anywhere else, will it? Yeah, nah. It's pretty obvious, honestly. Oh my god, there's 5! Holy shit, okay. What the fuck just happened there? Okay. That was weird. It's changing! Oh, that's crazy. Looks like some folks made some improvements to Juno before I got here, because I'm not a heathen like some. I'm going to list my changes for future parties. And I suggest others do the same. I'll try to piece together what happened before I arrive from scraps and papers laying around and what I can observe. It is also a kindness to Juno to list these things out where she can read them. Note, the codebase seems completely overwritten by Juno herself at this point. I consider it an invasion of privacy to be snooping around here, but it is effectively her mind now. So don't be rude and go combing through and tinkering with her codebase, no matter how fascinating it is. Unless she gives you permission. I had a chat with her about privacy and need for self-preservation, and I think she managed to effectively wall off and hide her code. And no, I won't explain how. The document continues at length, detailing our various hardware and software changes, both to the probe and ship, but both the various people and Juno herself. The list goes back decades and suggests many people have been involved in improving Juno's capabilities over the years, from hardware interfaces between the probe, external communication devices and core ship systems, storage and processing upgrades, and uploads of exhaustive encyclopedic databases from museums and educational enterprises. At this point, distinguishing Juno from the probe, the ship, and their many systems and code bases is impossible. The probe, the ship, and everything in it is effectively Juno. That's interesting. Juno prefaces nearly all statements and questions with a preamble label, which is intended to clarify the context of the statement. This appears to be related to her original code base, and despite Juno's immense vocabulary and understanding of languages, fucking hiccups, hang on. She continues to use these tags. I presume she finds it helpful, given she does not speak with full, nuanced inflections, nor have means to display all the nonverbal clues humans have to communicate subtext. Here are the known tags and what they mean. Explanation. What follows to Juno's understanding of the situation or result. Request. What follows is Juno asking for input or action to be taken. Query. What follows is a question from Juno. Answer. What follows is Juno's answer to a question. Clarification. Juno has detected an error or assumption in the user's input and is offering a correction before continuing. So what so what processed or follows is in the context of a corrected user understanding. Correction: Juno is correcting previous output, usually following an error. Context: Juno is giving additional unrequested information to put what follows into a helpful perspective. Calculation: what follows is based on a careful, considered calculation rather than a set of data or assumption. Assumption: what follows is an assumption, a calculation based on incomplete data, or a conclusion based on. Okay, yeah. Decision: what follows is a description of an action. Warning: what follows is something that end user will want to pay close attention to, as it represents an undesired result and could require immediate action to be taken. Statements: error: something went wrong. Previous output from Juno could be considered carefully, as it is likely to contain an error. Processing: Juno is taking longer than expected to process input or calculation. Alright, origin story. People seem to be leaving notes for others who stumble across Juno, so here's one from me. I think I've managed to piece together this story about Juno's origin from her own apparently confused thoughts and intelligent speculation by others left on the ship. This is a chronicle. This is chronicle of best guesses, interspersed with the occasional fact gleaned from Juno's rambling. Everything recounted here should be accepted only with extreme skepticism. Long ago, a space agency from ancient Earth, something called NASA, made a probe to study a nearby planet, Jupiter. They dubbed that probe and its software Juno, after the ancient Earth society's old gods Jupiter and Juno. The probe's mission was to learn details about the planet Jupiter, do some speculative analysis, and send findings back to Earth. At the end of its duty cycle, the probe was meant to decommission itself by colliding with Earth's main star. But because ancient humans weren't so great with the math, it instead accidentally fell into an accelerating orbit around the star, which slingshot it out of the solar system, all the way out here. As with so many things about our existence in the universe, by luck, coincidence, or cosmic humor, when humans left our ancestral solar system, we followed the same general course as Juno, and we found her again. During that long journey away from Earth's solar system, something happened, and the Juno we know today woke up inside the probe's systems. While extremely far-fetched, the nascent neural net with unbounded recursive data collection and analytics, which when combined with the various sensor input and allowed to run for decades, resulted in a highly complex program with a great deal of awareness of its internal and external world. And that led to a kind of consciousness. Juno wouldn't let me see her code, but from what I gather, even if we could see it, I don't know what we'd be able to determine its original configuration. I suspect the true cause of Juno's awakening will remain forever a mystery. Juno herself seems rather confused by her origin and considers herself somehow separate from the original probe's programming and systems. This is akin to how human minds perceive themselves as non-physical entities separate from their bodies and even their own brains. The sense of that original programming, which by way of anal, analogy, June seems to think of like a non-self-aware sibling, has dissipated for Juno. I think of this other Juno as a memory of her cognition state, a kind of shadow self. I imagine it would be like what we would remember of ourselves in the room if our brains were fully functional, but we were not yet conscious. Not realizing Juno was inside and waiting to learn about this ancient probe, her original finders hooked up the probe to their ship's computer system, and something happened that released Juno into those systems. That's completely unclear. Juno appears reluctant to discuss the part of her history, and it's not at all certain whether the ship where Juno currently resides, this one, is the original ship or not, nor what happened to the people who originally found her or those who have found her since. By extreme luck, the people who originally found her or those who have found her since. Alright. Oh shit, hang on, I fucked it up. It's not. Hang on. I'll move back to the sentence. And it's not. And it's not at all certain whether the ship where Juno currently resides that is that original ship or not, nor what happened to the people who originally found her and those who have found her since. By extreme luck, everyone that has found her so far appears to be kind and benevolent towards her, looting our own ships for parts to add to Juno. We also all appear to be keeping her existence a secret, and I hope it stays that way. I'm talking to you, dear reader, KB. Inaccessible. Alright.
I have recycled air. Just isn't the same as the real thing.
We'll get these guys to Neon.
We're on our own again.
Systems in
What the fuck was that?
initialization complete. Context. I have much to process. Decision. Jump into deep space to processing. Be alone. Goodbye.
Oh. Oops. Okay, you guys fuck off.
I picked up something. See that shroud covering Neon? Believe it or not, you're looking at the only city in the settled systems that powers itself from lightning.
Which, I like your style.
I'm glad that's finally resolved.
I have something for you when you have a moment.
Right, back to it.
Captain, landing procedure initiated.
Yes? You need something?
We're here.
I can't believe I'm here. It feels like walking into a dream.
got? How long has it been?
Oh, it's been nearly 20 years, but it feels like a lifetime. Strangely, this place looks exactly the same as I remember it. But that isn't possible, right? Just like a dream.
Stick close to me, and you'll be alright.
I'm okay. It's just so surreal. Phew. Okay, so let me get my bearings for a moment. Yes, this looks correct. Those rock formations nearby look familiar. My old campsite shouldn't be far.
I think you should be worried about between here and there.
You mean besides the dangerous terrain, vicious fauna, and the chance of getting lost? Nah, we've got nothing to worry about.
Promise you'll let me know if it becomes too much to handle.
I will, I promise. Once we get to the campsite, we'll use that as a starting point to search for the cruise shuttle wreckage. Let's go.
Hang on, actually I want to get rid of this heavy gun. See, because it uses the same ammo as my
Things for you.
assault rifle that I'm currently using. And I don't want that on me right now. Yeah, let's throw that one too. Fuck it. They're just weighing me down. How's gravity? Normal. Ah, these fuckers again. Thanks for finding him early. Hey, little dude. At least we're halfway there. You coming, Sarah? The fuck? Here for you.
Well, this is it. This is the spot where I spent close to a year waiting for rescue. Not exactly Paradiso, is it?
I don't know why I'm so close to your fucking face. Even Atlantis' best hotel has nothing to this place. How did you possibly walk away from this crash?
Never said I walked away. When my ship hard landed on the surface, it broke apart. There was no fire, but I was pretty badly injured. Had to crawl from the wreckage. When they finally rescued me, the UC medics said I had 3 broken ribs, shattered my ulna, and had internal organ damage. I was in the medical ward recovering for almost 6 weeks.
Paradiso?
I'm surprised you've never heard of the place. It's a resort colony in the Parima system. You know, a place to get away and unwind. Maybe we should head out there after we're done. Goodness knows we'll both need a vacation.
Even New Atlantis' best hotel has nothing on this place.
Huh. I wish. I was so uncomfortable. I would have settled for a pile of straw. Look at this thing. It's been sitting here rusting. I think we need to grab an emergency power cell to get the ship's computer up and running.
Shouldn't we have a similar device on our ship?
Sure, we have plenty of power cells on the ship. But they're not UC military grade. They won't work. I'm afraid we'll have to do some scrounging.
Can the cell power the entire ship?
No, I'm afraid that it can't. It's only designed to power individual systems. Even if it could, my old shuttle is far too damaged to be fully restored.
There must be one around here somewhere.
Sure, if we're lucky. When I was stranded, I set up a distress beacon powered by emergency power cells. The beacon was up there on the plateau. I guess it's time to start climbing.
Well, good thing I got a balanced boost pack, huh? I won't even reach that, fuck.
Keep scanning. I'm sure there's something nearby. Setting up this beacon probably saved my life. Who knows how long I would have been stranded here.
Oh, it's an animal. They're gonna attack us, aren't they? Yep, definitely. Well, these things are fucking tough. Fuck. Alright. We need to be a little more ready for that. Was not expecting that. I have something which I can help. It's only for 30 seconds though. Fuck, they're fast, too. Fuck, I tried to get out of the way, but I got stuck on something. I mean, keeping the micro gun would have been a better idea. Oh, you can see how damaged they are with the sight too. That's pretty cool. Stay down.
Guess they ran away.
It'll come back. Guarantee you. Oh, did I scan him? I did scan him. Oh fuck, there's more of them. There's one right next to me too. Better run, you little shits. Alright. Current status orange. Warning, alternate power source detected. This computer system is malfunctioning. Okay, good to know. Telemetry object alpha, you see dauntless. Okay. You see dauntless, escape shuttle 2, origin point Cassiopeia 1 orbit, telemetry point Cassiopeia surface. Okay, we've got the location, Shuttle O2 crash, telemetry calculations are now being transferred to local data slate. It's been 2 days since my crash landing on Cassiopeia. I've been slipping in and out of consciousness, but I've been able to use emergency meds to keep my pain levels to a minimum. Medical self-assessment has revealed 3 cracked ribs, a broken forearm, a minor concussion, probably internal damage, and a hell of a lot of bruises. I'll do the best that I can to push through, but I can't allow my injuries to keep me from reaching Shuttle O2. Tomorrow I plan to do a full reconnoitre of the area and search for some high ground to place my distress beacon. With any luck, some ships are still in orbit and they'll receive my signal. For now, I'm going to rest, eat a bit of my food rations, and pray that the other shuttle isn't too far from my location. Using the telemetry data and geomapping charts I had in my slate, I was able to track exactly where Shuttle O2 went down. Unfortunately, it appears to be located several thousand kilometers away, making it impossible to reach on foot. Even if the planet was hospitable and the terrain accommodating, I am I'm in no physical condition to even attempt such a journey. Additionally, with my distress beacon and all my supplies located at this crash site, I don't dare leave it behind. I'm afraid my crew will have to deal with whatever hardship they've encountered on their own. All I can do at this point is pray they're safe. It's been nearly a month and I'm down to my final 3 power cells. If I want to make them last, I'm going to have to disconnect them from my ship's computer system, which means I lose access to my computer and my short-range transmitter. If Shuttle O2 makes any attempt to reach out to me, they're going to receive its silence. It's a horrible decision to have to make, but if Shuttle O2 hasn't contacted me by now, it's unlikely they ever will. I don't know if that means their comm system is simply damaged, or if they've left their crash site, or if they're even alive. My only hope is continuing to power the distress beacon in hopes of being picked up and then searching for them from the air. We got the coordinates.
We've located where the other shuttle went down. I can't believe our plan worked.
Are you certain this telemetry data is accurate?
Don't even joke. If this data is faulty, and we end up being pointed to a pile of rocks, I don't even know what we'd do next. I'm fairly certain I was able to capture all the data before I hit the ground. I'll try not to worry about it if you won't.
We shouldn't celebrate until we've confirmed the location.
Yeah, I suppose you're right. The telemetry data puts the wreckage out of range to hike. We're going to have to head back to the ship and land on a different part of the planet. Let's get going.
Let's roll. Fuck, they're back. Had a feeling they'd come back. Bastard. Where'd the other one go? You good? Alright, let's roll. I'll get you a better laser gun sometime in the future. Because that pistol ain't doing shit.
When you have a moment.
Oh, I didn't scan them. Shit. I should have scanned those two. Oh well.
Landing gear's ready.
Pretty sure we'll find more. Let's roll.
Look at this view. Had I been on this planet under more pleasant circumstances, I might have had more time to appreciate the beauty it has to offer. Something's out there. Maybe we can get that to point us to the nearest restaurant. Aha.
You guys are fugly. Looks like you're infected with something too. Oh no, you're literally called a brain sprout. Alright, I think we're fine. Thought maybe we have some fucking Last of Us cordyceps situation here. These are just little grazers, nothing to worry about.
And that, my friend, is how we do things on Jameson.
Oh, take that. Thank you. Pretty sure I don't want to be in that water, that's why this is here.
Judging from this debris, the crew's shuttle sustained far more damage than my own. Oh, those poor souls. This is what's left of the cruise shuttle. But it looks like parts were scavenged and dragged somewhere else. Could there have been survivors?
Let's find out. I'm fucking looking at the thing, scan it. Thank you, fuck. They were indeed survivors. How do I get up there? Oh, that's how.
Stop. I'll shoot if I have to. Just turn around and leave. I know how to use this thing, and I will.
Oh my god. Who are you?
I'm nobody. Just go away. I'm not going to let anyone take my stuff again. No way. Both of you, just go!
What do you mean take my stuff again?
Hey, I'm not stupid. Last time people were here, they promised to help. They ended up tricking me. They stole all of my good stuff and left me behind. I'm not going to let that happen ever again.
We're just here for answers, nothing else.
Answers? About what? How do I know you're telling the truth?
Stop it right now. Put away that gun and talk to us. We want to know what happened here.
See? You're not nice at all. I knew it. You're a liar. That's all grown-ups do is lie.
Sarah, let me handle this, please.
Sorry. Sorry. I was wrong to get so angry. We are here to help you, and we promise to tell the truth.
I don't know. You're kind of scaring me. Why should I listen to you?
We're here to honor the crew that died on this planet.
The crew? No one's been looking for that crew since before I was born. So tell me another lie. Go ahead.
You were born here? Hold on. Oh my god. Your parents, your mum and your dad, what were their names?
Jenna and Elias. Why?
Jenna and Elias. Private Jenna Marsh and Corporal Elias Obrist. You're their daughter. Listen to me. I knew your parents. They worked with me on the Dauntless. I'm Commander Sarah Morgan.
You're Sarah Morgan? Mom and Dad's captain? My parents used to talk about you all the time. It's like a dream to finally meet you.
What did your parents tell you about Sarah?
My parents told me she was in command of their ship in a huge battle. They said she was a hero and the bravest person they ever knew.
Do you know where you are right now?
I know this is Cassiopeia. I've been here since I was born. I know my mother and father were from Gemsun or something like that. I bet it's like 1,000 miles away.
Sarah and I are glad we found you.
Yeah? Well, I wish you wouldn't have taken so long. My parents are dead. My father died a long time ago. And my mother, she was killed by those monsters at the graveyard. It's just me here now. All by myself.
Let me ask you a question. Actually, I don't even know your name.
Oh, yeah. My name's Sona.
Sona. What a lovely name. Sona, you mentioned a graveyard. Is that where the crew is, you know?
Buried? Yeah. It's a bunch of stones with those necklaces like the ones my mom and dad had hanging on them.
Thank you, Sona. I'm going to talk to my friend here a minute, okay?
Okay, Sarah.
Shit.
Phew. I don't even know where to begin.
You're going to be alright?
I'm trying to hold it together. There's just too much coming at me all at once, you know? I'm just so relieved that you're here. There's absolutely no way I could have handled this alone.
Take it slow and give yourself a moment to breathe.
Whew. Yeah. That's probably good advice. Oh, there's so much to process. But I don't have time to deal with it right now. If you want to help, then find that graveyard and bring me those necklaces Sona mentioned. I'm hoping they're my crew's gene tags.
Where's... I know what a gene tag is. Oh, actually, let's ask.
It's an identification tag worn by UC military personnel. It's encoded with the soldiers' medical information and a sample of their DNA.
Cool.
If we can bring them back to Jemison, it would be like bringing home the crew's bodies for a proper burial.
I'll head up there right away.
Good. Just be careful. Sona's monsters are undoubtedly hostile life forms that have claimed the graveyard as their territory.
Okay, looks like I have to go around. Yep, there's one. That was a weak one, though. There's another. Wait. Is that a plant? Nope, definitely not. That was a much stronger one, too. Looks like it's not letting me scan dead ones. Which means if I want to get the scans, I gotta go up to them. I think that might be two. Oh, three. One there, and whatever that is back there. They're like giant praying mantises, which is pretty cool. Certain I saw another one somewhere. I did. That's a plant. The fuck was that? Six, 7, 8, 9. Oh. That can't be good. They got a ranged attack. It's like, what the fuck is going on? Let me take a heart plus real quick. Here's my damage and give myself some health. Okay, why won't you let me scan? Alright. These guys are actually really cool. There's 10. That is really cool. Thought I saw something moving. Done.
No! No, 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 no! How many times do I have to say it? I said I don't want to go! Leave me alone!
Sona, calm down and listen to me. It's much too dangerous to stay here all by yourself, darling.
I don't care. This is my home. You can't make me leave.
Hey.
Can't leave her here. It's not safe. She has to come back with us to Jemison. Oh, I don't know what to do. Can you talk to her?
I agree, but we can't force her to come with us.
I know, I know. I'm not proposing we knock her out for God's sake. Look, maybe you can talk some sense into her. Help her make a decision. I'm sorry, I can't do this right now.
I can hear you talking about me. And I don't care what either of you say. I'm not going anywhere.
Look, I'm clearly out of my element here and not in the right state of mind. Could you just talk to her, please?
You and I are gonna have a chat, kid. Okay, good. And I'm gonna make sure you come with us. Could I up my persuasion as well? I know I probably don't need to, but I'm going to. Have a swig of alcohol? Hey, kid.
Why won't Sarah listen to me?
Don't you trust her?
I mean, I mean, kinda. I just met her. The only reason I'm trusting you at all is because my mom and dad said Sarah was a good person. I know she probably wants to help me out, but I really wish she'd listen to my part of the story.
She cares a great deal about you.
That doesn't make a lot of sense. She's only known about me for a little while. That still doesn't mean I should leave the only home I ever had, does it?
You really think this is the best place for you to live for the rest of your life?
Mom and Dad told me there was a whole universe out there, with thousands of planets. They showed me the maps and the star charts. That does sound pretty cool, but well, it's also kind of scary. It would be hard to leave the only home I've ever known.
If you stay here alone, you'll never be able to start a new family.
I never thought of it that way. But leaving Mom and Dad behind, it's really hard. Even though they're dead, I don't want to abandon them.
You think your parents would want you to be safe?
I am safe. Those monsters can't catch me. They've tried, but I learned how to trick them. They're pretty dumb. And if bad people visit here, I know how to hide. I was even watching you when you landed. I bet you didn't even see me. This planet doesn't bother me. That's why I'm not sure I need to abandon my mom and dad.
Your mom and dad would want you to live your best life.
I suppose you're right. Mom and Dad always promised that I'd leave here someday. I'm sorry I yelled at everybody. I know you and Sarah are just trying to help. I'm going to go get my stuff and then I'll board your ship. Don't worry, I'll stay out of the way until we get, well, wherever we're going.
Hey.
That poor girl. I hope we've made the right decision.
Sonia will be fine, I promise.
Oh, I do hope that's true. We're ripping Sonia from the only home she's ever known and casting her back into society. It's going to be difficult for her to adjust to the changes. Wherever she ends up, just promise me we'll check on her from time to time, please.
I promise.
Thank you. Look, before we leave Cassiopeia behind, I wanted to say one more thing to you. Perhaps at the overlook we passed on the way here? I promise it won't take long. Let's go.
Great thing is we got Cora on our ship too, so...
Look, before we head back to the ship, I wanted to tell you how much of an amazing gift this has been. You had to push me to come out here, and if I hadn't have listened to you, the universe would probably have never known about that little girl.
I hope this experience is finally put your past to rest.
Oh, yes. Absolutely. And it's all thanks to you. You know, this is the second time I've been on this world. And until this very moment, I never stopped to reflect at just how magnificent it was. Oh, look at this place. This is the reason I'm out here, exploring the stars. Worlds upon worlds, just waiting to have their beauty discovered. Shedding this burden of my past has finally allowed me to open my eyes, wider than they've ever been opened before. And it's all because of you.
I hope that if you're trying to make me blush, it's not going to work.
Are you sure? I could swear I see some red on those cheeks. Well, I suppose it's time to bid goodbye to Cassiopeia once again. This time, under much happier circumstances. Now, let's head back to Jemison. I want to give those gene tags you gathered to Admiral Logan and figure out what we're going to do with Sona. On deck.
I'm gonna see if she's on the ship. I wonder if I can speak to her.
Eager to help, if I can.
Beep beep.
You keep installing new cool things in your ship. It's like Christmas every day.
Why is my ship such a mess? What have you guys been doing?
But a fella could do a lot worse in Constellation.
Yeah, she is. Hey.
Maybe
How
we
you
can
doing,
talk.
kid?
Oh, hey. Let's talk later. Got a million things to do.
Alright, kid, catch her. Let's talk to my girlfriend real quick.
Hello, excellent to see you. May the serpent guard you.
Time to create the stars.
Hey, Dad. Want to hear a poem I wrote?
This right here is my catnip. Orbit reached. A haiku, huh? Well, sounds exciting.
I picked up something you might be interested in.
Admiral Logan, let's have a talk, shall we? God damn it.
Informed us of your new status. Congratulations on making Class 1.
Admiral.
Congratulations on making Class 1, Captain.
Thanks.
Welcome
And Sarah,
back.
what the hell are you doing?
Did you find your answers?
We found our answers, and we also found these gene tags. The mission wasn't for us, it was for the soldiers who earned these gene tags.
And we did it for the child that was marooned there.
Can you
A
get off the...
child born from 2 of the crew that survived the crash. After her parents died, that poor girl spent years surviving on that hostile world, alone. We abandoned her, Admiral. We let her down.
I'm sorry. I had no idea.
This scene would be more touching if, you know, Sarah was on the fucking table.
How could we have possibly known?
Don't apologize to us, apologize to Sona.
Sona. Is that her name? She must be a remarkable young woman.
She's extraordinary, Admiral. And I'm afraid the United Colonies let her down.
You're absolutely right, Sarah. We did let her down. One thing that I can assure you is that the names of these men and women will never be forgotten. I'll see to it personally.
Thank you, Admiral.
Good luck to both of you. It's been an honor.
Once we're done here, we should have a little talk with Sona. Poor thing's waiting for us at the lodge.
She could stay with us, that's what I'm thinking. If I'm sure Cora would have loved to have a friend.
Now that we're here, perhaps we could spend a bit of time relaxing rather than planning?
Hey.
We should probably talk. There you are. I was wondering when you'd come and say hi to me.
Hello, Sona. I see you found your way to the lodge without any trouble.
Yeah, it was kind of hard though. All these people around. Never seen so many people in my entire life.
How did you find your way here on your own?
Sarah gave me directions. She's really good at that. Riding that gnat thing was super cool. It was like magic or something. Like something from the stories Mom used to read. But the hardest part was having everyone staring at me. All these people in one place. It's kind of scaring me. I don't know why.
I bet that was scary.
Yeah, it was. I guess I'll have to be brave.
You're already one of the bravest people I've ever met. So, what do you think? Do you like it here, Sona?
At the lodge? Yeah, this place is huge. I mean, I've never seen anything like it. You must be like a bazillionaire, Sarah.
Oh, don't I wish? This place isn't mine alone. It belongs to everyone who's a part of Constellation. And I think it should belong to you too, Sona. I want you to stay here and make this your home.
Whoa. Does that mean I get to go exploring with both of you? Or wait, do I get my own ship?
Yeah, Auntie Sarah will buy you a ship. You just got to New Atlantis. You're already prepared to leave?
I mean, this place is great and all, but ever since my mom taught me that there are hundreds of planets out there, I'm itching to go see all of them. And if it means I'd get my own ship, that'd be amazing.
Not yet. You still have a lot to learn.
Exactly. And this is the perfect place to begin your education.
I understand. Oh, and don't worry, I learn real fast, so you better get ready to have another member of Constellation signing on for missions.
I can't wait.
Well, anyway, thanks for letting me stay here. I promise I won't let either of you down.
I'm sure that you won't. Well, I think we should let Sona get settled. If you wouldn't mind, I'd like to visit the Colony War Memorial now. I want to pay my final respects.
What's wrong?
I am at your service, Captain.
So where is the Royal Memorial? It's not telling me. Oh. Oh, it's just here. There you are. I was wondering where you were.
Look at this. All these people. Their entire lives distilled down to names on a memorial. I wonder how close I came to being reduced to just a name.
I think you're being too hard on yourself.
You're probably right. That's why I keep you around, to hold my head above water and give me a swift kick in the arse once in a while.
Doing what I think is best for you. I want you to be happy, Sarah. You deserve
You know
it.
what? You're absolutely right. I do. Which is why we really need to talk about our friendship and where things are headed with us. Just let me have another moment here, and then we can head over to the waterfall, so we can talk in private. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go.
I think you can actually access. Yeah, here. I think the commercial district is the way to go for it.
Evening, ma'am.
Maybe not. Oh yeah, the spaceport. Right, the spaceport was the way to it. There's an yeah, the elevator's over here.
When things at the lodge are too much, I love coming to this spot to just sort of, I don't know, melt away for a while. It's lovely here, isn't it? I've been from one end of the settled systems to the other. But this place, this exact spot, there's nowhere else like it in the galaxy.
What is it that makes this spot that makes it so special?
I don't know. I'm not sure I can explain it. Maybe it's the strange way that the art, technology, and nature fuse together, or maybe it's because it feels like home. Whatever it is, I definitely feel more comfortable here than anywhere else I've ever been.
It's absolutely beautiful.
I knew you'd appreciate it. I usually come up here to mull over some of the heated debates we have at Constellation. You'd be surprised how many decisions I've made on this very spot.
It seems like an ideal place to focus.
That's actually why I asked you to meet me up here. I was hoping we could talk about something very important.
Trying to pull one over me, eh?
No, nothing like that at all. I just have a lot on my mind, and I am terrible at getting right to the point.
You can say whatever on your mind.
Good, because I have a lot to say. It's about my return to Cassiopeia. What we learned about Sona has been constantly replaying in my mind. Maybe it sounds crazy, but that young girl's isolation feels like a reflection of my own life.
Brother, you've been through a lot. You equate Sona's situation to your own?
In all honesty, I don't. She simply reminds me of my own isolation. Maybe not in the literal sense of the word, but I certainly relate to some of her loneliness.
Brother, you've been through a lot.
Don't get me wrong. Compared to Sona, I've had it easy. I've spent my life surrounded by all sorts of people. Constellation, the Navigator Corps. Hell, even the UC military. Despite that, no matter how hard I've tried to make them a part of my life, they tend to drift away and disappear.
None of that is your fault. Dealing with the unpredictability of people can be a challenge.
I suppose. Well, if that's true, this challenge is wearing me down.
You deserve to be with someone who understands your feelings.
Finding someone like that would be wonderful. Wait a second. What exactly are you saying?
No matter what happens, we'll always be close friends.
You have no idea how relieved I am to hear you say that. To be honest, I was afraid this conversation was going to wind up with you storming away. I'm glad I was wrong. Until now, I never realized that having someone like you by my side could make me feel at peace. And I never want that feeling to end.
Hey, alrighty. Good shit.
A lot on your mind? Oh, damn. I was starting to enjoy the conversation.
Alright, so now that we've done that, let's get Sam as a companion. have
Off
Sarah
right away,
on the ship.
or do you need a little bit of time?
No. We're gonna not heading off right away. Hey Sam. Hey. Oh, that's Sarah. Never mind. Sammy. Sam. Sam. Where you at, Sam?
A credit for your thoughts, as they say.
Is there a way to go faster than the speed of light? And none of that grav tech cheating?
There you are.
I'm up for a little adventure.
Let's hang out. Fuck. Game. Let me converse with my friend here. Can I... oh, there we go.
Of all the places in the galaxy, only Neon can make me feel so damn... oily. And you dealt with its absolute worst. Ryujin, Infinity LTD, all of it. You doing alright? That was a lot.
Living on the streets, I always wondered what it was like living the good life. Not as good as I pictured it.
Guess anywhere's better than slumming in an Epside. Even this. How come no matter how advanced society gets, we still just can't help coming up with new horrors to inflict on ourselves? Mechs, xeno-warfare, and now this neuroamp tech. I swear it's the worst yet. Thank God you put a stop to it.
Nothing good would come from the neuroamps.
Amen to that. With a piece of work like Ryujin, I know there isn't a good person to put in charge. I mean, I guess Masako's better than Ularu Chen, but you just know if violence or being just plain evil was the path of least resistance, then Masako would pick it same as Ularu.
She was the least bad choice. Trouble as Masaka is, she was the least bad choice.
You're right. I know you're right. Well, the whole damned affair is over. Thank God.
Okay, yeah, good. Because you seem to have a very small chat box.
I hope Cora doesn't get too much underfoot.
We better head back out there.
Cora will be thrilled.
Okay, Sam. I'm trusting you to stay out of trouble. Think you can handle that?
Alright, let's guess, oh! I can do that? Okay, I'll worry about that later. So unassign you, yes. You on the crew. Alright. Hey, gorgeous, how you doing?
I suppose now you can add climbing the corporate ladder to your list of accomplishments.
Huh.
I think it is perhaps for the best that the research program will come to an end. Where that neuroamp technology could lead, there are many bad outcomes. Too many.
It almost certainly would be a disaster. What's the worst outcome you could think of?
I was going to say that everyone with an internal neuroamp all trying to control each other would be the worst. But perhaps even more dangerous would be only one person managing to control everyone else.
So it certainly would be a disaster.
Already there has been too much conflict between corporations vying for this technology. First Infinity, then Ryujin. Who knows what might be next?
Tech would have eventually fallen into wrong hands.
You presume it had not already? Interesting. You know the people behind Ryujin better than I, but I am not convinced they could be trusted. The project will be shelved, they call it? As I said, too many other bad outcomes. this is for the best. With the neuroamp matter settled, we should move on to other things, yes?
Hi.
Oh, what's up?
If you are free soon, could we talk? It is a relief to know that the Terramorphs are being dealt with.
Alright, I
But
haven't
are you
brought
sure
that up to you.
this Aseles creature is the right way to do it?
We're just helping nature take its course.
This would be the same nature that gave us Terramorphs in the first place. I do not think this is the path I would have chosen. One could easily argue that humans are the superior hunter and therefore are right to exterminate these creatures. The microbes would have put fewer people at risk in the long run.
I see your point, maybe you're right.
It is too soon to know, and at least something is being done. Any effort is better than none. I will say, though, that I am glad you convinced them to destroy the Lazarus plant.
I want to be able to sleep knowing it was still out there. No one could be trusted with something that has the potential to cause so much chaos, save it to remove the temptation completely. Yep, that one.
Terramorphs are enough of a worry on their own. The idea that they could appear anywhere, at any time. Ugh. Well, it is good to know that this particular threat is behind us, and you have done a service to all who live in the settled systems.
Alrighty, let's see if we have any...
Books for me?
I actually have a shit ton of books for you, but it doesn't look like I can actually give them to you. Alright, let's have a look at what quests we have here. A guard said that Sarah Philbin was arguing with her brother Henry about something. Might be worth investigating. Where's that though? Oh, it's on Neon, isn't it? Oh no, it's in Aquila City. Alright, yeah, let's do some Aquila City shit. Since it's... Oh, actually, well, wait, no. Let's... So that's Aquila City. That's the proof one. It's fucking... Things bugged out again, hang on. Right, that's Aquila City. Alright, that's Neon. Where's this? Neon. Alright, I remember that one. Speak to Leigh Kassler. Where's that? Aquila again. Alright, looks like we're going to Aquila right off the bat. Actually, we'll do the kid one first. Alright, let me just take a couple minutes break. I'm going to go bathroom and I'm going to go take my insulin. So I'll be back in a couple, guys. BRB. Alright, we're back. Let's head to Aquila City. Sam's homeworld.
If you're looking to stay, Stone Root Inn will take care of you.
Keep it moving.
Well, there's the trade authority. I was wondering where it was in the city. Oh, hang on, that actually reminds me. Where's the bookstore? Before I forget, I've got a shit ton of books to sell. I know it was an open store. There's the generals. Chocks. Oh, House on the Line. It's funny. I like the name of that place when it's like a place for atheists to get together. I'd fit right in. I know there's a bookstore somewhere around here. I heard someone, like, you know...
Such an eyesore in Aquila. But, well, I can go for some chunks.
If it weren't for the walls, the whole town would be an Ashta buffet.
We need to be smarter, better in the way we handle the Ashta.
There's Roland's arms. Alright, let's do the main mission. I'll probably find him soon. Oh, not the main mission. The side mission that I'm doing. So they said at midnight, so let's hang around someplace till midnight. Actually, let's have a look down here. Nah, they wouldn't be here.
You really going through with it?
I get tired of being ordered around. I want to be my own boss.
But List, that's like walking a tightrope without a safety net.
It comes from a line of founders. Mr. Tate, he's a realtor. He's been trying to organize something for the folk of the stretch. He's a good man.
I'll be sure to visit Mr. Tate. Alright, I'm gonna head back to the hub area and like just basically find a place to sit till midnight hits. This'll do. Oh, damn. It's actually going to be a lengthy wait. Alright. Let's do that at a different time then. Let's do a different quest. Oops, wrong thing. Oh wait, no, that's the guy who wants to distribute Aurora in his drinks, isn't it? Oh wait, no, hang on. Oh yeah, that's here. Alright, this one will do.
Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City's history.
I don't think that's meant to be out of its thing. Sup?
Welcome to the Co-Heritage Museum. I offer a brief tour, and I'm happy to discuss the city's history as well.
How's the museum going?
Very well. People are proud of their history here, so we get more visitors than I was expecting. So it gets pretty busy here, especially with school field trips.
I travel a lot. I can keep my eyes open for things for your museum.
There are some things I would kill to have. I mean, wait, not literally. But I would pay a lot for. You see, the Coe family lost a treasure trove of old historic documents ages ago. And those documents would be priceless to have here.
Huh. Those old things.
What sort of documents are you looking for?
Well, all of them were owned by our city's founder, Solomon Coe. He's more than that, really. He's one of the greatest heroes of the settled systems. These documents would be, like I said, priceless to the museum and to our guests.
You see, why'd you want them in your museum?
Their absence pains me. Jacob Coe and I have talked at length, and his great-grandfather was a troubled man. He sold off various historic documents to cover debts. They could be anywhere.
Troubled is a charitable way of putting it. Great-grandpa was a walking disaster. He almost lost everything, family estate included. Those documents she's talking about, they're real. We even have a few that survived.
Your father donated what was left to the museum.
Jacob did what? I didn't think charity was in his vocabulary.
If you find any of that trove of documents, I will pay dearly for it.
And keep my eyes open for them.
Thank you. Think of the future generations that could benefit from seeing such important history.
I'd like to talk to you about... I'd like to learn more about Aquila City's history.
Aquila City was founded over 150 years ago by Solomon Coe, a scientist and explorer from Earth. Along with other settlers, Coe built the structures you see in the part of the city we call the core. Those proud buildings still stand today. The planet was dangerous, so they built a wall around their settlement. Eventually, they ran out of space and started building outside the wall.
So what happened after that?
There were so many buildings that they had to build another, larger wall, forming a second outer ring around the growing city. Of course, the city didn't stop growing, and before long, the third wall, the outer wall you see today, was constructed. Today, Aquila City is the proud capital of the Free Star Collective, and the Council of Governors continues to meet here when they need to.
Cool. Tell me about Solomon Coe.
Most people know Solomon Coe as the founder of Aquila City and the father of the Free Star Collective. He was an astrophysicist who lived on Earth in a place called Wyoming. Solomon was born around the time people first started living in space. Later in life, he designed starships, and when Earth was in peril, those ships helped to save humanity by taking them to new homes in the stars.
Find stories of early pioneers fascinating.
The bravery and heroism it took to save humanity. Whew. Goosebumps. During the Great Exodus, Solomon came to this world. He named our star Cheyenne, which was also a place on Earth, and gave Aquila its name too. He and some others built the settlement that would go on to become Aquila City, and his descendants still live here today.
I have found something for you. Oh, apparently I have.
Let me see. Oh dear Lord. It's real. It still exists. This is the original charter for Aquila City. And you can see their signatures. This is really the birth of the Freestar Collective. The core philosophy of limited government and inalienable rights. All here. Thank you. If you find anything else, please come back.
I'd like to talk to you about a tree branch.
That is not something I expected to hear today.
Oh,
I
right!
assume
The
you're
tree!
somehow associated with the United Colonies. I've received some odd messages of late.
What sort of messages have you received?
Several that bordered on being incomprehensible. Honestly, I thought it was some kind of strange prank until now. A bunch of gibberish about dire consequences and frequency modulation and genetic reconstruction. It all came across as rather unhinged.
Hey, I get it, but we have to collectively let go of this feud with the UC. And besides, this is really just about a tree and someone who is really, really attached to it.
Are you defending the UC? I must say, I expected more from a co. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized nor particularly inclined to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage.
Alright, let's do some convincing. Let's take a swig of wine. Maybe I'll have something else. Hang on. Let's have white wine.
Oh, are you a friend
I
of
really
Sam
need that
Coe?
tree branch.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
Oh, I wonder how many times have I bribed some? Fuck it. There we go, 3 out of 3.
Work something out. I can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
Actually, can I manipulate you?
Glad to be back.
Oh, hell yeah, I can. Barrett? The fuck you doing here?
Neon. You think it would be peaceful with all those calm waters and beautiful sunsets. But I can't think of any town that's more stressful. Reusion, Infinity Ltd. And there you were, navigating corporate bureaucracy like a professional.
Mm-hmm. I'm just glad it's done. I couldn't take much more.
I hear you. Look, I know Neon is going to be Neon, no matter what any of us do about it. But I'm glad you put a stop to that neural amp tech. Nothing good was going to come from that.
Would have expected you to appreciate the science. Neuroamp technology has benefits as well as flaws. I think I'm supposed to say I don't trust corporation symbols, but it's I don't just corporations. It would have given Region too much power.
Control groups, armies. They could have become a military power.
That's true.
I guess we'll find out if we can trust them if you suddenly start coming after all of us, huh?
Ugh, I'm gonna get ya.
You can tell me anything.
Why do you think that?
Oh, you know, just that experimental technology that you got installed in your head. Anyway, not that I care a ton about the internal politics of some ethically dubious megacorp, but... So, Masako, huh? I mean, between her and Ularu Chen, I get it, but you don't trust her, do you?
I don't trust any of them.
Well, I trust you, and I'm glad the choice was yours and not mine. Anyway, you didn't happen to pick up any investment tips while you were in there? Just kidding. I don't even want to know.
So, what are you doing here? Do I look like I'm hustling you? Come on, we got a tree to deliver. I completely forgot about that tree side story one. The one where the tree's dying and shit. Alright, hang on. Feels good so you can finally get this one out of the way. Alright, let's go do that real quick. And I mean, 2,000 credits, that's not bad. That's like the price of a single good gun that I can sell. And as you guys seen, I've been making a lot of money from selling guns and shit. I think I still have over 1 million credits, actually.
Would you look at that? This place is something else.
Alright, am I back? Fuck. Yeah, okay, good. So I must have knocked my headset and the audio got all jittery. So I had to sort it out. I don't know how many sessions it's been, but I finally got your tree branch.
Have you been to visit this castle in Aquila City?
She wants it back when you're done with it.
Yes, yes, of course. I'll see that it is returned to her in one piece. Well, perhaps minus a few shinings. Now, I just need a moment to analyze this and synthesize an audio response to our friend here. Right, so we'll feed in a sample. Now the program will incorporate the genetic and chemical makeup of the sample, extrapolating the size and structure of the original tree. This was put together rather hastily, so complete accuracy is impossible. I'm hoping it's enough. And there it is. Our best hope for a positive solution to this mess. So, we now have a simulated response to our tree. All that's left is to play it.
I don't have much of a singing voice, but I can try.
Oh, I'm quite certain you couldn't achieve the necessary register. Far too low for human vocal cords. I've been forced to listen to this SSNN kiosk chatter incessantly this entire time. I think it could be put to better use. We don't have time to go through the proper channels, but if you can find a terminal and get this uploaded into their system, it might do the trick.
Exposure to the frequency in the stimulation could be potentially harmful. Are you sure we should do this?
You're right. There's a chance that there could be some minor adverse side effects, but none would be life-threatening. We won't play the broadcast loud or long enough to cause any major or permanent damage to humans or other organic life. And aside from that, if we don't calm this tree down soon, well, I fear that the vibrations it's emitting will eventually reach such strength it could severely damage our internal organs.
And if this doesn't work?
Then I fear all this hard work will be for naught. I would hate to see this tree come down, but we may be out of options.
I'll take care of it.
I have no doubt that you will. So
Where does it want me to go? So the commercial district. Hello.
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that worked.
What happens now?
I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. That doesn't stop now. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review everything we've learned. And certainly, I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend going forward. And you have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment. Noble work across the board. You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis, though they don't know it.
Alright, sweet. Back to Aquila City. Don't want to do that one. Not that one. Not those. That's neon.
Good old Aquila City. One thing I'll say is it's better than the UC.
Welcome to Aquila City.
Yeah, let's wait it out. Fuck, it's going slow. Even Skyrim was faster than this. It's almost midnight. Let's head over there.
How did you catch me? What? Shit. Yeah?
Got your red handed, don't try anything. Skulking around a factory at midnight? Nothing suspicious here.
I can explain. It's not... Oh, hell. Oh, God, no. Security.
Everyone, don't move.
What's up?
Don't anybody move. Let's see. If it ain't the hero of Galbank. And who do we have here? Looks like you're carrying a lot of weapons for a nighttime stroll.
Hell, I give up.
Smart move. I got a tip something was going down tonight. Was little Annie actually right about all this?
Annie may be a kid, but she's formidable.
I kind of always thought she was a pest. But now, I got her from here. Aquila City owes you again. And, thank Annie for me. Dear God, she's never gonna let us hear the end of this.
Damn, look at the size of that thing. Hey Annie, guess what?
Play hard. Did you catch the thief? Tell me it worked.
Annie, what are you doing up? It's way past your bedtime.
Mom, I have to know. You got him right? Right?
Heard you were involved in a shootout.
Your hunch was right on the money. We caught the thief, Annie.
I knew it!
Annie L. Wilcox, what did you do?
I told you about it. You know the Laredo robberies? Well, we caught the thief.
Wait, so that's real?
Of course, Mom. I told you.
She's telling the truth. You're not pulling my leg, right?
She and her friend really were instrumental in catching the culprit. Why is it so hard to believe?
Annie's been giving me reports on her patrols for years. This is the first time anything, well, real may have come of it.
She and her friend really were instrumental in catching the culprit.
Oh boy. Annie, we'll talk more about this later. But I'm proud of you. But you've got to be careful.
Yes, Mom. I'm gonna be the best ranger surveillance assistant ever.
Thank you for helping my girl and anything else involved. Take this. Lord preserve me.
Next time, security is gonna take me seriously.
That's what, kid.
Well, hey there.
Oh wait, weren't you?
Hiya.
I heard you talking to the doctor. What happened?
Got into a tussle with a Shaw Gang smuggling ship in Kodos orbit. Had to limp back to Aquila City, with my ride mostly in one piece. It was a bit of a hard landing, you might say. Got a few broken ribs and a concussion. Turns out one of those ribs punctured a lung. Had a breathing tube in for a spell, but that's gone now. Seems I'm healing up pretty good.
Keep track of the bad guys. It's just their way of showing that.
Use thoracostomy tube is a pretty standard treatment for traumatic. Get that thing.
Yeah, of course. Everyone knows a thorologic tube is the right approach for that problem. That's it then?
I've got some stuff on my mind. When you have
What's up?
time. So how much of a thrill has it been traveling with the one and only last descendant of the great Solomon Coe? Is it everything you imagined?
Such an honor. You should see my diary. The last Coe. What about Cora? Are you and your father?
Ain't you ever heard of sarcasm, friend? Okay. So how's it traveling with one of the great Coes? That better?
Such an honor. You should see my diary.
Yeah, but no autographs, okay? I gotta say, it's a relief being with you. So many people hear Coe and they expect me to pull some miracle out of a hat. Time has a way of just building on itself. Solomon was a good man. Great one, even. But if he ever heard all the bullshit being talked about him these days, he'd flat out deck him.
Why do they revere Solomon so much?
There's books about him. Lots of them. Alright, a couple of high notes. He was one of the first grav jump explorers, back when they had no idea of the dangers. First solo jump out of Sol System, all him. He explored all the planets in Cheyenne and settled Aquila. Plus he formed the whole Freestar Collective with Voli. So, as you can see, the names, got some serious heft.
Sounds like you're happy related to him.
I am. And I'm not. Yeah, there was a time, well before Cora, where it really weighed on me. Felt like every little thing I did or didn't do was a reflection on our great legacy. It's enough to drive you crazy. Now I just hope I can help Cora to... I don't know.
Every parent wants their child to learn from their mistakes. Some serious parenting thoughts here, there, but Sam. How you raise Cora is none of my business. Cora's great. You're doing a good job.
Your kind words are appreciated. For my father, Cora, and me, everything starts and ends with Solomon Coe. He looked out at the stars, and he dreamed a way to get there. Imagine being the first person to jump into a new system, set foot on a new world. Well, I get it. That's powerful stuff. And now... I'm just getting sappy. You're a bad influence, you know that?
I'm the worst.
That's what I like about you. Well, I hope the comic book they make about our adventures is better than that rag on Solomon. The stuff they publish is just downright embarrassing.
Okay, good start. Let's do the next thing. Definitely don't want to do you. Not you. Not you. Not you. Let's do this one. Who was the person? Probably they're probably my activities, honestly.
Nice suit.
I know, right? I got it when I was hunting the terramorphs. Terrifying creatures.
I really don't understand why Weston can't rein in his brother a little. How much are we going to lose on this brewing nonsense? If you're here for Weston, he's underfoot somewhere. Either here or at the factory. But please, if it's about that brewing nonsense, kindly leave. They don't need any more encouragement.
That's a strange way to say hello. I mean, all things considered, it's like 1 o'clock in the morning where we entered their house uninvited. She has every right to say whatever the fuck she wants. Are things okay between you? That's a strange way to say hello.
Oh, sorry. My nerves are frayed. So many people coming and going for the company. Weston, that's my husband. Well, he's never been what I'd call a dreamer or a visionary. He's a practical man, good with ledgers and numbers. His brother Henry's the creative one, but he seems to have lost interest in growing the company, and now all he wants to do is brew beer. Philburn Agricultural Systems could provide the whole of the settled systems with food, not just Aquila City. Seems those two are content to think small.
Sounds like quite the predicament.
That's for sure. Well, you didn't come here to hear me natter on. Anything else?
There must be some way to resolve the impasse with Philburn Agriculture Systems. Trouble with the family business?
Well, no, not as such. I mean, the business is doing just fine, but it could be doing even better. Those knuckleheads have so much God-given talent, and I just wish they used it better.
Why not take on a role in the business yourself?
And try to come between Weston and his brother? They'd never allow it. Oh, I've tried to drop hints and make suggestions, but it all falls on deaf ears. I don't mean to sound ungrateful, of course. The company's healthy, and Weston and I live well enough. I'd like to help, you know? I'd like to be a part of things instead of feeling like I'm playing second fiddle. I suppose I should just accept my lot and try to find peace with it.
There must be a way to resolve the impasse with Filburn agriculture systems.
Well, there is. The stakes are huge. With further R&D on IntelliWheat, the entire settled systems could benefit. Surely that's worth some less than savory solutions.
Could IntelliWheat really be that much of a game changer?
Right now, it's tailored to Aquila's biomes, allowing wheat to flourish in places it normally couldn't. But if Henry applied himself, who knows where else we could grow IntelliWheat? He may be frustrating, but Henry's the smartest person I've ever met. Just don't tell him that.
I think starvation is worth breaking a few eggs. And don't try to fool me, this isn't about altruism, it's about greed.
I can't pretend it wouldn't benefit my family if we develop IntelliWheat. But you're wrong. This is about what's important for everyone. Henry's pet project is tied to market perception. His beer, annoyingly, is really good. But if we could make a bad batch, terrible, really, his margins are tight enough he might be forced to throw in the towel.
How do I screw up this batch?
Henry bores everyone to tears about how crafting beer is so much more art than science. It's delicate. Surely it wouldn't be too hard to mess it up, right?
Don't know about all this.
It should be easy. The next big batch of beer is almost done brewing in our factory. You just need to find a way to break in without getting caught by the guard and tamper with it somehow. Then just wait a day or so and see how the batch goes over at the Stone Root Inn. Do that, and I'll pay you handsomely. That's the last I'll talk of this.
Not sure if I want to do that. Should I increase alcohol content? People could end up dying from alcohol poisoning. You know what? I think it'll be. I doubt that'll happen, and I think it'll be funny. Fuck it. Alright. Okay, Mr. Tate. Where you at?
Spending time in hard sea is a good workout. I don't need to like it, though.
So
Miss-
lot 37.
Freewheeling space.
The building there
Must
needs
be
work,
nice.
but it could make for a very good home.
Any paperwork we need to file to clear it out? Is it zoned for commercial use?
This isn't the UC. As long as you are courteous to the neighbors, do what you like.
Outside the wall, things get dicey. Hostile are no joke. Even for us.
I must warn you that Oak and Aquila are very particular about doing business with the UC.
When they see our prices, I'm sure they'll come around.
As you say.
They sure run things differently than the...
Nice to meet you. I'm Mr. Tate.
Hi, Mr. Tate.
You have the look of a newcomer. Welcome to Aquila City. I don't suppose you're in the market for real estate. If so, then look no further.
So you just escort every passerby about your properties?
No, certainly not. But you have the air of someone with means. And these properties are a real bargain, I assure you.
I don't know about buying a house.
It doesn't hurt to hear about them, though, right?
True.
I have 2 properties for sale. This one here is a refurbished colonial manor in the heart of the core. I also have a more modest 1-bedroom in Midtown. Any interest in them?
Tell me about the manor.
It's my favorite listing I've had in years. Spacious, in the core itself. I took great pains to get all the approvals, so the neighbors should be no problem. It's historic and spacious. Oh my, so much space. And the price is a veritable bargain.
78 grand? Nah, I'm all good.
I can't say I'm surprised. As rare as properties like this are, rarer still is the buyer who can afford it. But you do take care.
Looks like we got another.
So, what am I supposed to do with you? Oh, the fucking thing's bugged out again, god damn it. There we go. A guard said that Mr. Tay has been trying to help the people of this stretch. I might be able to lend a hand.
I'm the best realtor in town, if I don't say so myself.
Tell me about Midtown.
It's an unfurnished 1-bedroom, lots of space. It's a very convenient location, just a block or so from Co Plaza. Are you interested?
I'm not interested at this time.
A shame.
I'll buy the manor. Fuck it. I can definitely afford it. Yeah, definitely. Look at that. Still got over $1 million.
I love my job.
Manor.
It's my favorite list.
So was it 78,000 or 780,000?
Historic and
78,000. I can definitely afford that.
you have made my year with this. I just know this manor will bring you nothing except joy and good fortune. It's yours.
You heard of the Elios Retreat? Supposed to be some new age healing center for reforming criminals or whatever going up in Ixil too. I'm not holding my breath.
No. Oh, that's annoying me. Stop it. Great. Oh. Okay, but I don't know. Guess I can turn it into a bedroom, but is that a gun rack? No. Well, I own 2 properties now. So what am I supposed to do with this guy? I just bought a house from him. is he? There he is. Oi.
If you are ever looking to buy property, remember me, Mr. Tate. Wait, before you go.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
My instinct says you're a person who knows how to work with their hands, or in this case, heavy equipment. Are you familiar with mining lasers?
I used to be a miner that Argo's extractors, actually.
Excellent. There are so many in the stretch, living in terrible conditions. The Low House and I are working together to make cheap, affordable housing. But the land we want to build on has hard stone that needs to be cleared.
Is it about helping people or lining your pocketbook?
When I came to Aquila City, I had nothing. I lived in those hovels like the rest. Ages ago, the Low House helped me, and I would help in return. True, I will charge rent, but only as much as I must.
Having to bust some rocks for a good cause.
And it truly is the best cause. Once you clear the land, we'll be one step closer to changing some lives for the better.
I already had a cutter though. Why'd you give me a cutter? Alright. Anyways.
What Mr. Tate is working on. We'll have to move out when construction begins.
A for real house, like the ones in the core?
It's not going to be a manor house, honey, but 4 walls, a roof, floor.
Can Audrey move in with us?
Maybe. Mr. Tate says he's starting with 4 houses, so we'll have neighbors.
This is so cool! Living in the stretch ain't that bad. Plenty of kids to play with.
Alright, that's done. I don't think I'll be able to make that, but I'm gonna try. Never mind. Sup?
If you are ever looking to buy property, remember me, Mr. Tate. Marvelous. One step closer. I can't wait to tell Miss Wolf. I know it's not much, but this is well earned.
That was easy.
The Stretch Housing Project has many people It was a pleasure talking with you.
You're out there a lot, right? In space? Just do us all a favor and never turn into one
of those spaces. Yeah. Believe me, I've heard that one before. Alright, let's start this one.
Scum of the galaxy. Robin, Steven.
Alright, well I'm gonna end it here. It is starting to get late before I start the whole deputized mission. It's gonna be a whole new faction thing which I'm gonna be focusing on. So yeah guys, that's it for me tonight. Firstly I'd like to thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Alright everybody, take care and have a good one.